G'day YouTube, how you going? Okay, so just another quick video on Australia, I guess you could say. And in regards to kangaroos. So one morning I left here, I think it was about 4:45 in the morning. It was dark, it was August 2016, and you know, I'm travelling east from here, so I'm going into the bush over what you guys in the world might call a forest or something like that, but we'll call it the bush. The problem we have here is our wildlife. A lot of it is nocturnal because of, I guess you could say, a population growth, and people are building further and further out and they're taking up bushland and stuff like that. Well, the wildlife comes to the roadside, and they come to the roadside for the simple fact that there's gutters there and water runs into gutters, and the green, you know, the greens is greener and stuff like that. Our kangaroos are a major problem here in Australia in regards to traffic. Now, we have quite a few tourists here, a lot of young backpackers that come to Australia, and they have this concept, we'll travel by night. We have bull bars on our vehicles for a reason. Now, these bull bars sometimes are cosmetically nice and sometimes they're cosmetically ugly, but they're designed for a purpose. They're to stop damage from vehicles from kangaroos. Now, here in the east of Australia we have the eastern grey kangaroo, which might grow, you know, to maybe at its biggest 5 foot in height. They're not a big animal, but they're a muscly animal. Kangaroo meat I've never had. To me it's just a big jumping rat. To go on with the story, I left here at 4:45 in the morning, and we have a Shell service station just up the road. Shell and a supermarket chain work together. So at the Coles shop at the Shell, they sell $2 coffees. Now, probably it's a good coffee, it's not the best coffee, but hey, 4:45 in the morning, $2 for a large cup of coffee, it's not a bad deal. So I stopped in there to get a cup of coffee, and on I went to work over the ranges. So I'm travelling at about, I think this one was 80 kilometres an hour, one hand on the wheel, one hand on the cup. I'm started going downhill, and two great big roos jumped across the road. The first one made it, the second one I hit hard, and I sent him flying. So I get to the yard in the morning. The truck had a bull bar on it, so there's no headlight damage, there's, you know, no driving damage. I threw this thing flying through the air. Anyway, I get to the yard, we checked the truck quickly. I noticed one thing, the door was making a squeak, you know, that wasn't there before, so we didn't bother about it really until we got home, till daylight came. We bought the truck in 2015 for $3,500, sorry, and then it was another $3,500 to get a roadworthy certificate, to get it registered, to put it on the road. So I had to go to the mechanics on the pits and get checked out and all that sort of stuff. So we're probably looking about $7,500, $8,000 with registration to put it on the road. A year later I hit this kangaroo. The truck was insured for, I think it was $12,000. So I hit this kangaroo. So we take it to Royans, and I'll put the video up of me just finished at Royans, and it'll show you a bit of the state of the truck. Okay folks, bit of a dilemma. Sitting in the truck here. Oh, that squeak sounds bad. Now, last week, as some of you might know, I hit a kangaroo in this truck. So we're now out the front of Royan's truck repairs. Just had the quote done for the actual repair. Reality of it is the truck is most likely going to get written off. The bull bar, try and get out of the shadows. If you see this line here, that's how far the bull bar came back. Cracked some of the panels here. Damaged the grille, headlight, and probably busted some bolts on the bull bar. So we're going to get the insurance and buy the truck back from them for the engine and the gearbox. So Kangaroo 0, Mazda T4000 0. So at Royan's, the truck being the age it was, the parts were very difficult to get because it was an imported truck. It wasn't made here in Australia. So Royan's decided to write the truck off and let us buy it back for, I think it was $2,500. So all up, the truck cost us $10,000, but the insurance actually paid out the $11,500 for the truck. So there was a total profit made on that truck. And then because we bought the truck back and it hadn't been it wasn't written off for the purpose of damage, it was written off for the purpose that it was irreparable, because no one could source the parts to repair this vehicle. So we actually sold the truck again to another bloke for $8,000. So we bought it for $8,000. We got an $11,000 check back from the insurance company, and then sold it for $8,000. So that was when you work it out, we actually made maybe $20,000 on this truck after our cost, just through hitting a Kangaroo. It is a problem here in Australia. We get used to it, but just showing, maybe if someone travels to Australia and they have intentions on travelling by night, yeah, I'd really think about that here. So anyway, cheers, thanks for watching, and don't forget, like and subscribe.